You are now in tune with Broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, Broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley hoops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. Kept a white girl, never short at the shot. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas. Disrespectful with the tweets, I don't follow you niggas. My youngest about the clout, couple followers niggas, and I actually have them follow you niggas. Don't get it twisted. You are now in tune with Broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, Broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley hoops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. Kept a white girl, never short at the shot. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas. Disrespectful with the tweets, I don't follow you niggas. My youngest about the clout, couple followers niggas, and I actually have them follow you niggas. Don't get it twisted. You are now in tune with Broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, Broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley hoops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. Kept a white girl, never short at the shot. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas. Disrespectful with the tweets, I don't follow you niggas. My youngest about the clout, couple followers niggas, and I actually have them follow you niggas. Don't get it twisted. You are now in tune with Broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, Broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley hoops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. Kept a white girl, never short at the shot. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas. Disrespectful with the tweets, I don't follow you niggas. My youngest about the clout, couple followers niggas, and I actually have them follow you niggas. Don't get it twisted. You are now in tune with Broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, Broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley hoops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send-off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. Kept a white girl, never short at the shot. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas. Disrespectful with the tweets, I don't follow you niggas. My youngest about to clout, couple followers niggas, and I actually have them follow you niggas. Don't get it twisted. You are now in tune with Broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, Broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley-oops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send-off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. Kept a white girl, never short at the shot. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas. Disrespectful with the tweets, I don't follow you niggas. My youngest about to clout, couple followers niggas, and I actually have them follow you niggas. Don't get it twisted. You are now in tune with Broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, Broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley-oops. We split it 4 different ways. That's
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back with another show. It's been a while. Been on Twitch playing Rule Company. So addicted to that game. Make sure I can see you guys. Hold up 1 second. Am I coming through loud and clear? Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Type 1 if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Testing, testing, testing. Can you guys hear me? All right. Oh, all right. Here we go. Like I said, as you guys come in, type type your name in the chat. We're gonna shout you out. Hit the like button. We have a little fun here today, man. As always, we have a entertaining show to say the least. Joker's back there fighting right now, as always, man. I ain't gonna lie, always fighting. Man, again, let me see. What is my man at? Man, here we go. Right, I'm hopping in there right now. Let me see. Hold on, here I come. Here I come, the birds. Legendary. All right. Let me hop in here now. Legendary. We are live. We live.
Boy, we live.
Live as all hell.
Let's go.
Let me see. Legend.
We got hey, make sure y'all hit that like button when I call your name.
Yes.
We're gonna get it popping. MPP. We got the one typical Latino is in the house. SS9 Vegeta.
What's up, bro?
Keontae Harris is back. My bro, Heath Stevens here. Strong Jarline Herman is in the house. Evaldo Brown Records is in the house. We got Viewmaster. Xbox has no games. LOL. Xbox sucks ass is in the house. Miss Fee. Link 2K1. The Real Coolito. The Nail Bat. King Reaper. We got Iron Fist. My Neighbor's Car. Damn. Man, they come up with these crazy ass names. My neighbor's car. Florencia's in the house. Uvo G Rich was good. We got Calvin. We got the Finest in the house. Max City Entertainment with the $5. Every day that passes, I'm closer to that Series X and PS5. Let's get it, fellas. What's up? What's good?
Mac.
Hey, hit the like button. Who else we got in the house? Manny Loco. We got J Doggy was good. Eric A. Phantom Kraken. Who else we got? Nerd Nate in the house, my bro. Styles Too Godly. We got Mike Donnelly was good. Laportisa Carol was good. Peanuts Clark was good. Paul.
Damn.
Killer B was good. Hey man, AP the Shooter. Hey, y'all gonna have to change some of y'all names, man. I'm tired of saying pause after every damn thing. AP the Shooter in the house. We got
Bro.
Fusion. Sound 217. Tip Diamonds in the house.
Platinum
Terrence
Tip.
Wheeler. What's good? 9-Star Games. We got Jim D. Playbox was good. The Ruham is in the house.
Bro.
We got C Dub 357 was good. We got Beats Games Lives in the house. Dragon Amarok was good. King of the Road is in the house. Brian Carter, Jay Jetson. Who else we got? Jersey Finest, Stole Cone Lance, Black Frost is in the house. Sloth, Run Havoc was good. Holla Mocha was good. Hit that like button, y'all. I only got 60 likes and I got 150 people watching. Tage the Mage was good, bro.
Long time no see. Shout out to Tage.
Yeah, Vile Blood, Erodimus was good.
Yeah.
Young Dro was good. Sindel Simp was good. Versatile. Capping and Coonan went left is in the house. In the house. Tony was good. Anthony P. Spider Brooklyn was good. Gamer Boy. That's it right now. That's it. I guess other people still filling in.
Okay.
We got 70 likes. 150 people watching. These lazy bastards ain't going no more, man. Steph Keeper G was good.
Bro. Let me see.
We good to go, Z.
We good to go. All right. Let me get my man. Shout
out to Strong Jawline Herman.
Strong Jawline Herman in the house. I'm surprised they ain't made no funny one about Phil Spencer, man.
Strong Jawline Herman. That's funny. That's funny. But shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm actually about to bring my screen up so I better see you guys also. Shout out to my man Darkly. Shout out to everybody, man. Hit the like button. What do we have? King of the Road, what's up, boy? We got Black Myth, you know what I mean? True Next Gen, we're gonna talk about that. Battletoads review scores. I see the Xbox out there talking about the score higher than Days Gone. We're gonna talk about that, man.
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 again, Xbox Series X, price, wars, games, power. What's better, more important, power or the exclusives? The S specs, we're gonna talk about that. What's something else? Oh, also too, I see that they leaked. What do you call it? Somebody, a disgruntled employee supposedly linked the PlayStation 5 UI. The dashboard. Also too, the DualSense controller with the game Deathloop. We can talk about that also, and what it brings. I guess how I guess third parties want to take advantages of some of the features on the DualShock controller. But I guess we can start off with Black Myth. Post hopped in. I was on Twitch yesterday and he dropped a link. What's it called? Black Myth something Wuhan or whatever the hell it's called, right?
Yeah, Black Myth.
Yeah, the Wuhan actually, post what? It pulled them away from Battletoads, right? Yeah. Said, man, this right here look fire. That's what you talking about, Paul. You ain't see that new Black Myth? I'm like, nah.
Man, that thing off the train.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what's up, Rich, baby? What's up?
By the way, I'm gonna drop that link in the chat so you guys can go check it out.
Tony on. Yeah. So I took a look at it, and I'm not gonna lie. It's made by, how you say, I think a small team, but
like 30, 20 people.
I don't know how many people, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm talking about visually, and if it said PC and consoles and whatever cloud based, maybe looks like the Google
Stadia or something like that.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, it looked better than anything graphically. Whether it being fun or not, that's a totally different story. But we're talking about graphics. Look better graphically than anything I've seen this generation from both Microsoft and Sony from such a small team already. You know what I mean? Now, whether the game is fun, I'm just talking about aesthetics, the way that it looks. You know what I mean?
Without a doubt, Z. With it being a small development team, This company looks like it's right to get purchased by somebody, maybe Sony, Microsoft, or something like that. The graphics looks amazing. It's running off of Unreal Engine 4. So imagine once they port it over to Unreal Engine 5 and they have the additional tools to take advantage of it. This will be a good, and I know this company probably hadn't made any big games recently, but this particular project here, man, is something somebody can jump on. They can say, hey, I want the exclusive rights to this game. Let me send some of my devs over to your team to kind of help this project move forward, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But this looking good. Definitely, I'm interested. We got Max City Entertainment with $5. Monkey King looking fire. About time we get some PS5 news. Z. Sony was in the room full of Xbox whispering about specs. LOL.
Talking about. But actually, it's been. Well, I got it on the screen here. It's coming to everything. Like, I don't know. Let me see what else I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it's coming to all platforms. Yeah.
But the thing is too, this thing I said, it would be a great studio for Sony. It could reach a Japanese.
What?
That correct? Yeah.
Yeah, it could reach.
No. We ain't about to do this.
My man said he can reach motherfuckers in North.
Let him
See,
finish.
what we doing in here?
He said he can reach motherfuckers in North Korea. What happened? What pardon me?
They in
Again.
China.
Yo.
Shit.
Chinese studio.
He said the Wuhan. Hold up, man.
Versatile Reds, it's a great studio for Sony. They picked up Lost Soul Side, and we ain't seen it since.
Oh man, what happened? What happened?
Yeah.
My man said, yeah. Woo.
Wait. Hold on.
We ain't talking about that. We talking about this game.
No.
They wouldn't go to no Microsoft. Why would they go to Microsoft?
What you mean? Why? Microsoft been in China already looking at developers. What are you talking about?
I agree with him.
Phil sent people out to China and South Korea.
I agree with him. Post this game looks too good to be on Xbox. I agree with him.
It come back with nothing. This
game looked too highly rated to be on Xbox.
Came back with nothing.
Hey,
yeah. Listen,
no,
Microsoft do not work well with Japanese or Chinese audience. They don't.
Why is you shit up?
They don't.
Why is you making shit up, bro? Where's your proof?
What you mean? Go look at the numbers.
Lost Odyssey didn't work well, right?
Go look at.
That didn't work. Hold on. All the Japanese RPGs on the 360 didn't work well.
Post bringing up old stuff. Why you bringing up last generation stuff,
you
Post?
bring up old shit. You always talking about 7 years, nigga.
Get a Post.
Well, okay, here's it.
Go look at how many Xbox being sold in those countries.
You got your Post.
One Japanese developer was working on Lost Soul Aside by himself, and we was getting constant updates. Sony swooped in. He chose Sony. Helped the game. And we ain't seen them since, nigga.
How long
that
ago
was
was
about
that?
2 years ago, nigga.
But
we ain't seen the game since.
Not a problem.
How long ago was that?
2 years ago. About 2 years ago. But here's a question, though, right?
How long did it take Crackdown to come out?
Hey, yo, but no.
We still waiting for Clown Power, fuck nigga.
I got time today. I got time today, my nigga.
Hey, yo, but here's the question, though. Here's the question, right? I say, look, because this would be perfect, right? And because Microsoft, of course, their first party, looks to be, hey, look, how you say, what Sony said, sparse at the moment until these studios come in, right? But even with what either Sony or Microsoft, right? I'm surprised Tencent ain't switching. With Trump still in office and these Chinese companies, man, they might take a wait and see approach. But I'm not gonna lie, No, I'm being honest. Like I'm just being honest. You see what's going on with TikTok and Tencent is the parent company, and Tencent owns a lot of things around in gaming, like own parts of Ubisoft, percentage, like a whole bunch of Epic, if I'm not mistaken, few things, right? So it's maybe they just taking a wait and see approach. Maybe it flew under the radar.
They wait until the elections. They wait until the election is over and things will revert back to how it was prior. If the president loses, and if he wins, then they're probably going to find another strategy.
America, it is like U.S. versus China right now when it comes to. Yeah, when it comes to
here's the thing. Well, you are right in terms, not versus, but we're in a lot of debt to China. China makes everything for us. everything. You know what I mean? So I don't think either one of them will probably push too far left or too far right, because we are like we do big business there. Hold on, we got a couple bills on the screen. Let me move this.
Oh, we're the reason why China's economy is the way it is. We are the reason.
I'm not negating that. Not negating that.
Yeah, we got Max City Entertainment with the $2. Talk about your Spider-Man video earlier, Z. Yeah. I guess you did a video earlier about Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. We can bring it up. We can talk. Actually, talk about it.
We got Alakazam with the $5. They said themselves it's coming to platforms that can run it smoothly, even Stadia and GeForce Now Cloud gaming. No one is buying this studio. Then we got Max City.
We not talking about the. We talking about the studio. People, they're gonna buy the studio. People gonna invest in the studio. This game gonna be.
We're talking about this project. We're talking about this project.
We got this project gonna be on the studio. Is people gonna invest in the studio.
Yeah, you don't know what the studio is capable of. You see what they got right now, and if that game is successful, then they might have something hot. Max City Entertainment with the $5, capping already. Z, why these ponies hate so much on Xbox? We get multiplats like Sony do. Fuck niggas see a nice game and start up tap dancing for Sony. Why is that?
That's all y'all get, multiplats.
Okay.
They both start clickety.
I got a question. They said themselves it's coming to the platform that can run it smoothly, even stay out in G cloud. Okay, all right. Well, we're talking about, like I said, to bring up what we were saying about far as what's Microsoft. Microsoft got a bad echo. Who mic is that? Hello. Eclipse.
That ain't me.
It looked like Jay.
Hello.
What you talking about? Look like me? You always saying look like me.
All right, hold on.
Ugly sucker.
Black, bro.
Big Money, you got your mic. You got your mic muted, Manhattan. Hello. Hello. Am I? Yeah. You got the show on in the background or something?
I don't got nothing on.
I see Jay is popping up. I don't care what you say.
Hold on. Let me.
I ain't saying nothing.
Not Jay. Your name was staying consistently lit. Yeah, it was staying consistently.
Hello. It's Kratos.
Yeah, it stopped.
It's you, bro. Yeah, hello.
It's me.
No, it's Kratos.
It's Kratos. You muted it now.
Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, what we've seen thus far, right? And I'm not gonna lie. Everybody say they haven't really been really impressed. Some people say they haven't really been wowed. This year, now whether this game sees a lighter day, because there are a lot of small AA titles that they show sometime never released over here or never seen the lighter day. But for this game to be a commercial success, right? You see, either with Sony step in or Microsoft or whoever, or they get a backer, right? Say EA or somebody, right? Just forget it being exclusive. Just say if EA or somebody gets behind it and publishes, right? For this game to be a major success over here in the West, voice acting, you know what I mean? That has to be, yeah. You know what I mean? And also too, how you say, you have your Souls games, and you got people that like them, which I hate to say they may be niche, but for it to appeal to a wider demographic, can't be too hard. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? To set it aside from the Souls game. Now I'm not lying. When I seen the gameplay, it put me in mind of Jade Empire. Some of you guys may not even know what the hell that is, but it was something that BioWare made. It was like a walking RPG kung fu type game. It's crazy. Right. You know what I mean?
The only time it remind me of like a Souls game is only like the boss fights.
Yeah,
other than that, it remind me like when he went to like the little area where it had like a bunch of enemies. Like the first part, it was like in the jungle part. It's like a different. It was like a different type of game.
Well, I'm just saying this overall. You know.
Like bro. It's like Shadow died twice. That's what I remind me of.
Well, that's hard. Yeah, but that's like a Souls game. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying. Well, I'm just saying.
It's an action adventure game. I don't think it's. The gameplay might look like it's a Souls game, but I think it's an action adventure game. I don't think it's
they describe it, but the description that the company gave they call it a third-person RPG. That's how they describe it. Third-person action RPG. That's how they describe it.
Hold on one second.
It also the characters they got in there. It also remind me of Killick from Soul Calibur. And Zeba from Soul Calibur.
You know what it remind me of? It actually remind me of the game Ninja Theory did. back in the day with God damn it, what was the name of that game?
Girl.
The dude with the dude they called himself a monkey. The girl called him monkey.
Well, the game is after the Monkey King. You know, it's like a Journey to the West.
Yeah. Hold on, let me look that game up.
It's called Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah, Wukong.
Enslave?
Like
Enslaved. There it is, right there. It reminds me of Enslaved.
Oh.
It's based off the same. Dragon Ball Z was derived from.
Basically, it's a Chinese folktale, right? It's a Chinese folktale.
It's based off of Immortal Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Oh,
that movie popped up.
Immortal Demon Slayer. That's what it's based off of.
Journey to the West.
Yeah,
Journey to the West.
We watched like the YouTube video. You can see like it says watch that movie for like $4.99.
Okay, well, okay, cool. I'm not negating any of that. But what I'm saying, like, something to my man Coop. Coop said, for this game to be big, what do you say? For this game to be big, Sony will have to. Only Sony can make this game big.
Niggas being.
No, here's the thing. Hey, shut up.
But it's a multiplat. What the fuck?
No, I'm just saying for the game to. What I was saying, here's the thing, right? For the game to be mainstream, right? I'm not gonna lie. It was just talking about aesthetically. Visually, it's better, look better graphically than anything that we saw from either Microsoft or Sony. You know what I mean? Thus far, right?
Better look at Last of Us 2, Z?
Yeah, hell yeah. Look at the game.
Hell yeah, that game looks good. That game looks good.
It looks. You know why?
I wouldn't say that, but
That's
it looks
That game looks good, bro.
You know why?
That's the first game that I've
good. It looks okay.
The texture quality
and it's a lot more.
Well,
and
it's on PC, so.
And it's a lot more.
The texture quality on that new game is not muddy as The Last of Us 2.
I just want to know this, right?
Better texture quality.
This game was made by 13 developers, but Halo Infinite was made by 1,500 people with 500 million. What happened? What happened, folks?
First of all,
Hey, that you telling me the developer is better than 343?
First of all, Halo wasn't made by 1,500 people.
Stop it!
First of all, let's
Stop
get that straight. Let's get that straight.
What engine was Halo was using? Unreal Engine, huh?
No, Slip Space.
No.
I thought at first.
No, they was.
Yeah.
I
first.
think it was on Unreal Engine because they was development in the process of building the Slip Space engine.
Well, see, the thing
So it
is
had
that
to be on another engine. It had to be on another engine.
UE4. It was on UE4, and they knew that UE5 was gonna come out, so they was like, "Fuck it, we don't want to switch. We just gonna create our own."
You can see what UE4. You just seen that game.
I ain't gonna lie. I wish they would have left it on Unreal Engine 4. It'd have been better graphically, better than what we had. But
it's not the engine.
That's what Halo.
The engine is not the problem. It's the talent and what they doing. 343 is not Bungie. We need to admit it.
Oh, one at a time.
Xbox is not as powerful.
Oh, one at a time.
Jada, I'm so glad, bro. I'm so tired of my.
Hit the like button.
It's the same thing. Just because the maid, Jody the maid stayed there at Bungie, that don't mean it's the same motherfuckers, bro. Just because the janitor John stayed don't mean it's the same motherfuckers for Bungie.
You called it, Big Money.
They're the same team for Bungie. It's the same people. No, the fuck is not, bro.
Hey, listen here. Well, I'm sorry.
I got this bill. Let me pay this bill.
Yeah.
Nerd Nate with the $5.
Yes, sir.
Halo was made by 1,500 people.
Mm-hmm.
They kept cycling out contract developers.
It wasn't made by 15.
Yeah, it was. Stop lying, Post. The GitHub leak said it.
It was 1,200. You're right.
The GitHub leak.
It wasn't that. When they start.
This nigga Kratos.
That's not what the GitHub said, Post.
When the Corona hit, that's when that rumor 1,200 developers was supposed to have been on it. When Corona hit, we don't even know if that was true or not.
Post.
It was a rumor.
They've been working on the game for 5 years. The last 6 months has been because of Corona.
First of all, they wasn't working on the game for the last 5 years.
Come on, not like this.
Oh,
Post gonna blame Danny D. Post gonna blame Daddy D.
They blaming that.
When did they start production on Halo Infinite?
Right after Halo 5.
You sure about that?
Right after Halo 5.
Can we get a leak? Can we get confirmation?
Stop it, man. Stop it. I got these bills to pay.
Don't say you put.
Think of a better line post, so let me pay these bills.
You gotta pay them bills.
Shout out to Drips with the $2. Z, can I get a Xbox platform? Is dog shit.
Oh, so it's the Xbox platform. Oh yeah. Oh, it's dog shit. You mean it is what it is, man. No, I said with the Xbox is dog shit. Yeah, there you go, man.
There you go. There you go. You got your money worth right there.
Hold on. We got more bills. Hold on. So again,
I got more bills. We got Cool Man 30 with the $5.
Cool.
That game reminds me of Soulsborne game. Bots don't play Dark Souls or Bloodborne Japanese games. Ain't y'all think to stick with shooters? That's true. They ain't finna fuck with them games.
Let me talk to this puss ass nigga.
They too busy playing Battletoads.
Y'all gotta go finish the bills, Kratos.
Yeah. Max City Entertainment with the $5. So now fanboys go from make a multi-plat, go to console exclusive. These pony be out here in inner space with J-Dub and Big Money sniffing moon rocks.
Wait, what people said go to fanboys go make multiplats go console exclusive. We talk about the studio. They talk about Sony buying the studio. We talking about food.
Yeah. No.
I'm not a big fan of buying studios unless you're proven. Unless the studios are proven and proven at their talent.
Yeah,
so you got to look at their previous
work. 13 minutes of gameplay, y'all.
This game can look good, right? It can look good now, and that motherfucker can turn out trash. It can be a good looking trash game.
That 13 minutes look lit.
It do.
That's pre-alpha though.
Yeah, here's the thing. Okay, yeah, I'll go with you. No. What I was saying, right? Because what we seen look good, right? Pre-alpha early, but doesn't make any sense. But I was saying to make the game a game like that, right? Not so much to make it how you say mainstream. They're gonna need a backer. There's already a small team. What I mean by that again, right? But it don't even have to be Sony or Microsoft. Somebody like Ubisoft or EA or Square Enix can step in and publish the game. Is what I mean.
I don't think that game would go mainstream because to me it's like if you look the boss fights reminded me of Sekiro, right? Sekiro was a good game. I think it won Game of the Year, didn't it, that year?
Yeah.
But it wasn't a mainstream game to a point to where a whole bunch of people bought it. It just was a really good game. And casuals don't like games that hard. You see what I'm saying? Because the boss fights in that game look like they.
I didn't finish. Let me put it together for you.
But if that's the case, so why is Dark Souls so popular? I'm a big Dark Souls.
Well, but it's not a mainstream game. It's just that it's popular within the gaming, the core of the gaming community.
A lot of people know Dark Souls.
No, I'm saying for the casuals. Casuals ain't gonna buy that game.
Yeah, what he's saying, and I get what he's saying, right? He's saying, yes, it's popular, but on the main big stage, it is niche. It's just like.
Yakuza.
It is what it is.
It's like the Yakuza series.
Bloodborne, stuff like that.
So
those games sell like 2 million every time.
It's popular in the gamers
on a good day.
Yeah, but what I was saying again too, like one of the issues I had with Yakuza series was the voice acting. I think they come back with Judgment. You know what I mean? Little things like that to make it more modern. And again, being it's a PC port, you got to be careful with this, right? Because they were playing that with the keyboard. You can see that, right? Not a controller.
Yeah.
Well, so when you look at stuff like that, the controls have to be tight. So there are a lot of things that go on, you know what I mean? So a lot of PC games sometimes. Like I remember Warframe first came from PC when I was playing Warframe with a controller on PC, it played like shit. You know what I mean? Right. Their controls aren't tight. So again, I was saying, just forget the
still ain't tight.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to it was played on the PC because that bitch was running too smooth.
Yeah, you could look at the button prompts. E and S. Look at the button prompts.
I want to address what Coop Man said. I got to stop putting Xbox players in the box, man. Since the OG Xbox, we have had a diverse lineup of games from Japan and all that. 360 was the RPG box. That's why a lot of PlayStation fans got it because all the RPGs was on there. And guess who was playing them RPGs? 360 fans, people in the Xbox ecosystem. Stop with this notion that we only like one type of game or this jack crap shit that crap gamer made up that y'all apply to the whole community. That's not us. We not a fuck nigga like him.
Let me debunk you. Capcom said Xbox gamers in total only make up for 6% of all of their sales.
When they say that.
And Capcom makes mostly what? Those type of games. Just think about it. It's some truth to it.
Kratos, you're lying,
No, it is some truth to it. Capcom said y'all only buy 6% of those Japanese-made games. Capcom.
Name me a Capcom RPG.
Come on, man. Not like this.
Monster Hunter, I guess.
Not like this.
Monster Hunter.
Not like this. Monster Hunter. We got Devil. I mean, come on, Devil May Cry. We got Capcom. We got. No, I'm just naming a bunch of Capcom. Out of all the Capcom games, only 6% of Xbox gamers actually buy them. So there's some truth to what he's saying, Post.
You're not fit to deflect on me.
No, it's true.
It's like a narrative that doesn't apply. I was specific in what I said, nigga. I was
not like
specific.
this, Post.
I'm not. Look, you're not finna do me. You know I ain't finna go for the bullshit.
Hey, we got bills to pay. We got bills to pay. Shout out to Cool Man 30 with the $2. Post eating chitlins and hot water cornbread.
Yes,
we got Top Dog with the $2. He said RPG games sold like trash on 360. Post up line. And Eric A with the Eric A with the $20. Send this fucking nigga Post to the coon room.
Them already?
$20, guys.
Already put a bounty. All right, so already got to go. So wait, hold up. We got something new. You got to look at the screen. Yeah, Post said I wasn't. He said I wasn't cooling this time. This probably
$20.
He said this time he wasn't cooling, right? He said this time he wasn't cooling, right?
Standing outside the home of Bobby Taylor, young black actor.
Yeah, that's the wrong coon thing. So hold up, I got a couple coon joints back here, man. Hold on, man. Oh, that's the wrong one too. I got a few of them back here. Hold up, that's the wrong one too. I asked the wrong. My bad. That's the wrong one too. Hold on. I got a few of them back here, man. You know, man, I got a few. Get my camera, man. We go move it up here. Already, see my man out there. Already out there shucking and jobbing, huh?
Who this nigga on that land? I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Huh? You want some dick?
Man, yeah, hey, man, listen, man. Anybody can get it, man. Yeah, I'm back.
Known as the shooter box for a reason, man. Y'all only support those shooters.
All right, hold on. Let me bring my boy back, my man. Yo, Post woke up in coon heaven, man. Hold up, man. Coon in the candy store. All right, what happened?
What's he saying? I like the Xbox controller for my shooters. Right around.
Yeah. Y'all got what? Y'all got Cool Man Post, man, eating chitlins and hot water cornbread. We got one.
Stop. That shooter box shit been over, bro.
My man,
shooter box shit been over.
He said aerodynamics.
Yeah, I read all of them.
No, I wasn't here. I was doing the cool home shake. He said the 6% was in reference to physical disc sales. And we got Eric and RPG games sold like trash on the 360. Post up line. Whose background is that? Fuck out of canary.
Post. Clips, my fault.
Post up scraping the plate.
I had a paper plate. I'm done.
Hey, Clips, that's you?
That turkey meatloaf with them vegetables and shit. With the gravy.
Yes, sir.
And a little long grain rice. I'm good with it.
Yeah, I dropped him down. I dropped him down, man. But
the point of the matter is that Versatile Reds, a person that's only good at first-person shooter, trying to call the Xbox player. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
I beat you in
only
anything,
good at shooters.
I beat you in anything, nigga.
That's all you play is shooting.
I beat you in anything, nigga.
What the fuck is you talking about? We gonna call the community.
You gonna beat me in Battletoads?
But let me say this.
You gonna beat me in Battletoads, nigga?
Hold on. Let me say this though. The biggest RPG games, right, have not even been on Xbox, which will be like Dragon Quest, Chrono Triggers, and them, right? They would never even came on Xbox.
The Nintendo Switch.
No, but that's my point. Phil just now went out there to get them. Those were huge. Like even the Final Fantasy games.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Dragon Quest and stuff was big back in the day. I don't know what they're doing now, but those were big
Final
then.
Fantasy was on 360. I mean, they put all them on there. Like 13 was on there.
What's that? What's that franchise? What's that franchise with it always come out every year? It's
Persona?
Like no, it's a Japanese game.
Oh, you talking about you talking about that goddamn where they be swinging like it be like
Dynasty,
Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors was on 360 as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the Switch and 360. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors multiplayer.
Hold on, let me give him my bill right here.
And you know what?
On a PSP.
All right, hold on. I got a bill right here.
You know what?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, Big Money. Coop Man said JRPGs ain't y'all thing. Persona 5 is the GOAT. I never got into that thing there. But yeah, they said, he said that thing is the GOAT.
That's
now,
a weird ass game, bro.
That game is crazy. I never played it. It looks boring.
Well, bro, I think Halo and Gears was so big back in the day that they have been labeled that for a while, but I think it's changing just a little bit. But Halos and Gears was so big, that's all Xbox players play.
Those are huge IPs.
That's why they got that shooter thing. That's why.
Well, listen. Before we switch topics, here's the thing. Gears, the third-person shooter. That was the pinnacle, right? Gears at the time, right? Or even Halo, as far as first-person shooters on consoles. You know what I mean? So at their time, those were new, things were made popular. You know what I mean? But again, like I said, on one of the previous shows, they seem like they fell off in terms of prestige because they're competing in a genre or realm where you have shooters release every year and you're releasing every 4 to 5 years. So maybe by the time you come back out, it's feel very old, stale and dated. Oh, we got AP the shooter. You saying we got a few here. Hold
on. We got AP the shooter with the $5. He said, "Hold up, that Kid Smooth shit was hilarious, yo."
That's what I said.
He said Japanese games was not popping on Xbox. iRock Driver, Call of Duty and Halo and Def Jam New York was y'all shit. That's true. We got Drillo Beats with the $5.
Yes, sir.
The best damn podcast. I won't miss this podcast next week. Appreciate that, good brother.
Appreciate that.
Viewmaster with the $5. Post up was the dude in Harlem Night shooting with a little pistol at Quick.
Quick! You killed my brother, Quick.
You killed my brother, right?
Hey, then we got Mac City Entertainment with $5. My question is, if you bashing Xbox for Japanese games, why are those good multiplayer games on PlayStation? Why is Sony not better in that department?
You want to name all the old multiplayer games? I can name all of them.
I mean, besides like SOCOM, right?
It don't matter. Like you said earlier in the show, Xbox is in 4th place in a 3-man race, so it doesn't really even matter to entertain.
But the thing is though, a lot of people don't play Sony games first party because of multiplayer. They always for some reason. I like multiplayer. For some reason, just like single player games.
Everybody knows the best multiplayers are third party.
Yeah.
For some reason, Xbox guys have it in their head that Xbox is the king of multiplayers, and it's not. Those days are long gone. Halo, Gears is on a decline. It's been declining for years now. Look at Halo. It's in shambles. Gears didn't really give it to you the way they should have gave it to you. Rod Ferguson left after he dropped that shit. So Xbox itself is in shambles. So they're not really good at anything right now.
I'm back. Let me talk to you.
Wait, we gotta pay a bill, Post.
No. Don't try to pay a bill and interrupt me. Don't try to pay a bill and interrupt. You niggas are hypocrites, bro. You niggas are hypocrites. Y'all went the whole gen telling me Halo is dead. Don't nobody play it no more. And none of that. And then hold on. And then when it comes to it being a launch title, it's the biggest thing in the world for Xbox, and it's the one thing that will make or break the Series X. What is it gonna be? Is it dead? Don't nobody care about it, or is it the diamond title that's supposed to make or break the Series X? Come on, let's talk
piece of trash Xbox
got.
got.
No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Come on.
Look, so Gears.
That's why I did say that shit, didn't I?
Kratos, you just gotta let Kratos rock, bro.
Sitting on it the whole year and then said, man, Joe,
bro. He just gonna do that.
Bad that it ain't gonna make lunch. Nigga, you just
but then it's like, it's the greatest game they ever had. It's the greatest game they ever had. That was the biggest trash ever.
Make up they mad, man.
Halo, I don't know what's going on.
Big money a minute. Big money a minute.
Let me pay this bill real quick. Let me pay the bill.
Yeah, go pay the bill.
We got 2 bills. J Dub is a pimp for $2. Z, give J Pimp the glowing pink dildo back.
Oh man.
Then we got Thomas Walsh with the $2. Peace to Z, Pose, Kratos, etc.
Shout out to you, Thomas Walsh.
My good brother.
All right. Well, I mean, okay, we got my brother.
We got last one. Our brother, the fellow member of the show, the Ruham, with the $20 for post-up blood pressure medicine. LOL.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just took all my medicine. This sugar medicine, I'm good, nigga. I got time today.
I'm gonna pose the question. So why like Gears 5 came out last year, right? I play Gears 5 all the time, so you can't see nothing. Why it seemed like it's on Twitch and Twitter or YouTube and Twitter, it don't get that many views when it's live stream. That's my problem. That's my problem. I love that game.
Hey, you know what, bro? It was one and done.
Let me break this down, Versatile. You are a gamer that worry about what other people are paying attention to.
Nigga, I don't care about that, nigga.
I know. Yes, you just said it, nigga. You just said it. Why last year, Gears 5, when nobody get no views? See, that's what I pay attention to. I don't pay attention to what other people was watching or playing, nigga. My happiness. It's not defined by motherfuckers around me. That's about what I'm enjoying, nigga. See,
hold on. So how you find out about Battletoads then? How you find out about Battletoads if nobody else playing it?
What you mean how I found out about Battletoads? Because Microsoft told me about Battletoads. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Wait, hold on.
What is this talking about, Z? Who is this nigga, Z?
Hold on. Wait, so you're a hypocrite then, right? Oh, so you're a hypocrite. You say you're not worried about what everybody else doing. You took information from Microsoft.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute.
Watching, trying to see. You never see me tweet about Metacritic. Because my opinion of a game is my. Hold on. Let me break this down.
I'm not talking about Metacritic. I'm talking about Twitch and YouTube.
Just let me
make about marketing.
Let me explain it. You never hear me worry about that. You never hear me worry about that. And you never see me going on sites taking screenshots of how many people viewing Sea of Thieves, Gears, and all. I don't give a fuck how many people viewing it, bro.
Hey, Reg.
What is that going to do for me? What is that going to do for me?
I got a question for you, Reg. I got a question for you.
I got a question for you, Reg. 100,000 people watching Sea of Thieves. That's great. What am I getting from it? It's just 100,000 motherfuckers watching Sea of Thieves.
Hey, I got a question for you, Reg. Reg, I got a question. Hold on, I got a question, bro. I got a question. Okay, so every time you say you like playing Gears 5, right?
I play Gears 5 more than Xbox players.
Right. Okay, good. Okay, so every time you log in, do you find a game? Can you find a game to play? Is there somebody online to play with?
What you mean, as my friend list?
Yeah, I'm watching YouTube.
Period.
Right, I'm saying it's like when you log in to play the multiplayer, can you find a game out? Is it people out there playing? So you can,
Yes.
That's all that matters.
Okay, so then what the fuck is you worried about what everybody else is doing then?
Facts.
Wait.
Hold on. You hop into a multiplayer game on the Xbox. If you can get somebody to play with, that's the only thing that matters.
That's the only thing that matters.
What other people watching. Why you watching what other people watching is watching?
No.
He said you a watching ass nigga.
You got these niggas. Kratos and Reg are some watching ass niggas. They want to watch Metacritic. They want to watch things. They want to watch these numbers. They want to watch sales. These watching ass niggas up off the page.
Hold on. You got to spec for PS5. When you talk about all these things that happen on PlayStation, they gonna happen on Xbox. You watch other people to get those things.
Watches YouTube.
No, I don't watch. I read, nigga. I go to sites and read about the tech.
No,
what you talking about, nigga?
So you don't watch other people's videos. I just see you on.
You were just watching the flight simulator this morning. I was there.
You gonna watch him Obi-Wan? You gonna Obi-Wan?
Stenographer. You got one job, nigga.
You was
You
just
got
on
one
Obi-Wan.
job. You got one job as a stenographer.
You was on Obi-Wan live stream. You don't watch somebody else.
My nigga.
Stop it.
You was on Obi-Wan live stream, but you don't be watching other niggas' information.
I was on who?
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, because Z was on the show. What are you talking about?
Nigga, all the time.
Z was on the show, and Z said, come over and support him. That's what we do. That's my bro. Why am I not going to go support my bro on another show, bro?
Hold on. What's the other dude name just named? What's the other dude, Crap Gamma? You be watching him too.
I don't watch his shit. I'm not following him, nigga. I'm not even subscribed to him on YouTube.
Versatile, what's your
let me say this right quick before we move on to something else, man. Going back to the Halo thing. Hey, and this, like I said this before, and this is just my humble opinion. When it comes to great games like Halo, The Last of Us, I really do think, and like I said, please don't tell me it's the same people there. I think when it moves on to another studio, it's real hard for that studio, that next studio, to duplicate the same thing, that original studio, because you got to remember that was his baby. Like, I wouldn't want to see anybody from Take-Two make a Last of Us game. I wouldn't want that. That's why I think it made it so hard on 343 to come up with something special.
I think what you're saying, Big Money, is that when you're in the shadow of Bungie, it's so much pressure on you to kind of deliver the way they did. But as a studio, you also want to put your own mark on it to separate yourself from Bungie. And I think that with that being said, that put 343 between a rock and a hard place, because you have Halo, dedicated Halo fans out here like, look, we want Halo the way it has always been. But then you got a part of the fan base saying, look, y'all need to spice it up and bring it up to the modern age in some way. And they haven't been able to find a fine balance between that.
Yeah.
Because they don't.
I got these.
And since they took over it, they has always been stuck in the shadow of Bungie, and they still haven't been able to get out that shadow. Because every time you bring up Halo,
and you know what, Paul, let me say this. Paul, let me say though, these last two Halo games, hold on, fam. These last two, they have not been bad Halo games. They just ain't been Halo games. They ain't been bad Halo games. They just not what the fans are used to. Wasn't what the fans are used to.
Stop the notion that a Halo Reach was bad. That was Bungie, right?
Subjective.
Halo Reach wasn't bad.
Halo Reach wasn't bad. What you talking about?
Halo, listen. When Halo went down, Halo went down. Halo went down when Halo Reach came out. That's facts. You can look that up. It's facts. I play every.
No, that's subjective, nigga.
I don't have
to
look up something
that's subjective.
Look at no. It's proven. That's the.
No, it's still subjective, nigga.
Hold on. Another issue.
Let me pay the bill real quick. I gotta pay the bill. We got Hood Star 61 with the $5. Are you going to talk about the Black Myth gameplay straight fire? Yeah, brother. We you missed it. We talked about that like the first 15 minutes of the show. We got Victor Alstein with the $5. Appreciate that. Z, Halo and Gears can't compete because they're not yearly. What if next gen there are similar first party cinematic games releasing yearly to compete with PS5 IPs? Yeah, I don't know. Holomoko with the 50 Seek, we appreciate that. Post up, be quiet. I'm tired of your ass. He said, I'm tired of your ass. Pause. You don't play games. Don't ever tell someone else good or not good in games. If I ever see you in the streets, god damn. He said, gonna break your jaw. Maxit Entertainment. He said, J-Dub is like Kid Smooth with more talent at deflecting. Capping, cooning, dancing, pro at selling you bullshit. Worst car salesman in history.
All right, so
then we got Tommy. We got the last few. We got Ricky Brown with the $5. Crap gamer must be the Teflon. Even Z gives him a pass. God damn. We got J-Dub as a shield for the $5. Jay Scrub then brought his fast talking fuck nigga cousin in here.
Yep.
Tommy Bull with the $1.
Hey, look, my My next soundtrack gonna be watching ass niggas. I'm
let me
gonna put all you niggas. I'm gonna put Verge and Kratos in a couple bars myself, and all you watching ass niggas in the chat who be talking shit, I'm gonna put y'all names in it too. Watching it.
Hey, Post. Can I get a 16 on that motherfucker? Let me get 16.
I got you.
Post is an Xbox lawyer. Post is an Xbox lawyer.
Look, let me tell you something. I keep it real. I keep it 100.
You don't keep it 100.
That's what I do. I keep it 100. Look, I don't lie to kick it, Craig. I keep it 100.
Right? You're Xbox, right?
I like the ecosystem. Yes.
Nigga.
But y'all tell me all the time that I'm wrong for that. But the minute you tell somebody,
You don't like the
but
ecosystem.
the minute
You
you
like the
tell
Cody.
somebody that PlayStation is trash and they wrong for investing in it, the end of the world is there. You're gonna have the nigga the whole panel and people gonna tell you why your opinion is wrong, nigga. I don't argue y'all opinion. I don't argue y'all opinion.
I don't care.
Hey, that's because them ponies roll around in Vaseline, nigga.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, I don't care about specs. Y'all nigga argue specs. Y'all nigga argue all this. I care about games. I just care about the games, bro. There's some games I can play.
Yeah,
but we ain't getting that right now. We not.
Hold on. You just said that you play Gears more than anybody on fucking Xbox, bro. So what you talking about?
Come on now, let's stop.
I'm talking about next topic.
No, all right, next topic. Hold on, I gotta listen to this. Hold on, man. Hey, Reggie, my man, you might have to go in that coon room. We got a bounty on him. But hold on, right? Hey, hold up.
I still rock with you. I still pull up on you on the first person shooter and hell you my take because you walked in the motherfucker with the first person shooter. I ain't gonna even cap, nigga. Ain't nobody fucking with you on that shit.
I can play 2K. I can play Madden. That's not the only game I'm good at.
Okay.
Nigga, I'll ball your ass in 2K and Madden.
You sleep, nigga.
All right, hold on. My man Corey Teardale, he said Halo Reach was a straight classic. He said Halo Reach was a straight classic, and it sold 10 million. It sold well. My man Middle Finger Mark Xbox still holding the line for Microsoft. It's over, bums. My friend Still Knuckles, long time no see, big fella. Yo, why y'all ponies, especially the ones on the podcast, always in their Monica Lewinsky shit, praying for the Black Myth to be exclusive for the poop station. All right, but listen, moving right along, right? Because I got 2 other topics here, man. I mean 2 or 3 other.
We got 3. We got 3.
3 other goddamn topics, right? Check this shit out, right? I guess, man, I don't know, Battletoads.
Oh my god.
Well, I know Post was playing it yesterday. A couple people were playing.
Yesterday with my son.
I was playing it earlier.
Yeah.
Blaming on the kids.
Yeah.
We getting slapped. We getting slapped on that game.
Yeah.
We was enjoying it so much, Z had to put us in a different voice chat because we was so loud.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I seen a few bots on Twitter they claim victory because it reviewed higher than Days Gone.
Right.
I like I said, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. I haven't played it yet though. I was a little disappointed in the way they released it. I was expecting for at least the characters to look like my man from Killer Instinct. I was a little like, then we talk about couch co-op, no online. I still don't understand the reasoning behind that there. So I haven't even played it yet. But it scored higher than Days Gone. I see some bots out there claiming victory. All praise to Phil Spencer himself.
That is a fucking shame that y'all literally are taking a victory like this. Y'all proud of the
Nah, check it out. The bots that represent the bots that's on this channel, I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be honest, cause I know every bot on this channel feel the same. Is that nigga, if it wasn't free, we wasn't buying it. We wasn't buying it. If it wasn't free, we wasn't buying it.
I wouldn't even qualify.
The game is only $20. A 71 or 72 Metacritic is not a victory. The victory is in whether you enjoy the game yourself or not.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Look, that game doesn't appeal to everybody. And like I said, when Battletoads came out, I was a little kid. I was a kid. So that game wasn't a AAA game. It was meant for kids. So I don't know why people expected it to be a AAA, this big AAA game. But when it originally came out, it was a game built for people playing Nintendo who was Saudi at the time.
Yeah. Hey, you know what the theme was?
Yes,
you know
I said that. I said that, Z. I said that, Z. I see your face. I see your face. You swing that lightsaber.
You know what the theme was?
if you want to.
It's a fun game. I enjoy it, but I wouldn't have bought that bitch if it wasn't on Game Pass.
You know what the thing was with Battletoads, bro? When they hyped it, remember the time that they hyped it? It's right when
they wasn't hyping it.
Out.
They were not hyping
it. It was on the fucking cover of Nintendo Power. What are you talking about?
Listen, when they started
Oh, I thought you were talking about the original Battle.
No, when they started to hype that game, bro, it's right when they brought that character out for that fighting game. That's why a lot of people thought the game was gonna look like that, man. That's when people wore that shirt.
No, big money.
Oh, yes, it was. That's why everybody thought. That's what everybody thought the game.
That's what I thought.
Let me educate you on something. When they brought the Battletoad character out to Killer Instinct, the Battletoad games weren't even being talked about. People assumed that since they brought the character out for Killer Instinct,
that's when he had the shirt on.
Hold on. But they assumed that there was a Battletoad game in development.
That's what I'm talking about. He had the shirt on and everything.
That's when this game started being developed.
Look, the game is a nice beat 'em up game. It's not a AAA game or anything like that.
Okay, I got a question for you, Post.
Nice beat 'em up game.
I got a question for you. Why? Okay, I'm not negating that. It's difficult, probably the stomach. Way that shit look, but hold on. My man,
same thing to Sea of Thieves, nigga.
Max sitting to me said these damn ponies always trying to tell you how to play a game with your money. The fuck out of here. We got one more. Tommy Bull, Microsoft just ended with bugs and frogs. Jesus. And my man Max said no cap for Battletoads. No game is free in Game Pass. J-Dub got everyone food. Nothing is free in Game Pass.
It's not.
But here's the thing. Why couldn't it be?
Game on a budget. You remember?
Why couldn't it have been? Why shouldn't a AAA? That's the question.
Huh?
You know,
you heard him?
You heard his mic ain't working right now.
Okay, so
yeah, that's the question.
Hey,
why?
He pulling the mask. He pulling the mask.
Hold on. Why couldn't it have been a AAA?
Yeah,
right?
why shouldn't it be?
Okay, now if they would have put enough fun, I mean, let's like this. I don't know personally, but if anybody want to correct me or tell me tell me I'm wrong. I don't know a side scroller that's been a AAA in years. When have we had a side scrolling AAA game?
Ori,
he's not talking about.
Okay, how about this? Right?
You said AAA period.
I said if I'm wrong, correct me, nigga. You ain't gotta say if I'm serious. You're negating the fact that I said that if I'm wrong, correct me. Thanks for correcting me. So Ori, okay, outside of Ori, I dig what you're saying, Z. Why couldn't they turn it into something that was not side scrolling? That could have been a better AAA game, and they could have, but I don't think Microsoft wanted to spend the money on that shit.
Okay.
Look, it's not about them spending money on it. They stay true to the genre on what Battletoads was. It's 4 genres in one. You know what I'm saying? Everything, like I said before, everything don't have to be this big, realistic AAA power shit. It's a fun game that you can enjoy.
Okay, here's the thing. That wasn't my question.
I do think it needs online co-op.
Right, that wasn't my question. That wasn't my question. I'm gonna repeat this again.
But other than that, the shit is fun.
Listen here, man. My question is right. You said it. Okay, I know you was big fella. That was kind of innocent. But to cut your lights on, big fella. But check this out, right?
You were tap dancing behind the phone.
So I'm gonna say it to somebody in his DM. Post. But check this out, right? You said the question was that you said it's not a AAA game, and I said why couldn't it have been a AAA game? So I'm gonna tell you the hype because I was one of the ones hyping it. Phil came up with remember the Battletoads shirt, right? If you don't remember E3, right? And then it was around E3, and of course they own Rare. They came up with their Rare collection. And you got Battletoads in there, and we was like that'd be a perfect. I like games like Streets of Rage and shit like that, or Golden Axe, right? You know what I mean? But why couldn't the game? If you're talking about graphically, you know what I mean? When you look at that,
I like.
No, you look at the goddamn frog on goddamn Killer Instinct.
It's like one of the Cartoon Network joints.
Man, look at the goddamn toad on the goddamn Killer Instinct, and look at that shit there.
And the combo in the fight is
listen.
Shit,
he came out with that Cartoon Network. And then that's when they put that character on Killer Instinct, bro. That's why everybody's like, ooh, we gonna get a realistic Battletoad?
Yeah.
That's when everybody.
Yeah.
That's when
Everybody assumed that. Let me ask you this.
Why should we assume it though?
Everybody assumed that.
Why
Let
should
me
we?
ask you this. We have Phil.
Yeah, why shouldn't we
Hold
go?
on. We had Phil came out and said he wanted to crack down to sit next to Halo. When did Microsoft come out and said that?
Did that happen?
Toes was gonna be a AAA game.
But why not?
They didn't say that's what we said. We're not saying
why
that
couldn't it be
he
though?
No,
Why couldn't it be?
Why couldn't it be? That's the
So big
thing.
money.
It could have been.
Yes, sir.
Don't question Microsoft. Question your expectations. Fuck
Hold on.
nigga.
Oh my God.
What are you
What
talking
about this,
about?
What about this, Post?
Oh, you saying we should downplay our
Drop me in.
expectations?
No, I'm not saying you should downplay your expectations. I'm saying that the developer and Microsoft never came out and said they're putting $100 million into Battletoads. They never said it was going to be a AAA game. Y'all saw a character in Killing Instinct, and then the expectations of the gamers was that the new Battletoads.
And that's a bad thing.
And around that time, the game wasn't even in development.
All right, Post, back to this, right?
Post, it's bad to have high expectations.
Hold on, man.
It's not just be mediocre.
Yeah,
But that's what you're insinuating, brother.
I'm saying y'all blaming the game not looking the way it looked based on your expectations of a T-shirt and a character in Killer Instinct.
Why should we be punished for having high expectations, though?
Hold on, Post. Answer this question.
See, the thing is that Post enjoyed the game with his son, and that's all that mattered, bro.
Yeah.
That's all.
We understand that.
Sounds like a goddamn cop out to me, but carry on.
One is Z
Them
main
the only motherfuckers that's enjoying it. That's them two.
One is Z. No, I'm not. No, it's not.
Let Versa talk, bro. He's betrayed.
Even Jabari,
Ain't
the
nobody
super
enjoying that shit.
pony, is enjoying it. One of Z main talking points on this show is that his opinion is his opinion. He didn't like Sea of Thieves. He said he wasn't gonna play that dog shit. He played Sea of Thieves and enjoyed that dog shit. Now
I'm big difference.
he's saying Battletoads is dog shit. And the only reason why he's not gonna play Battletoads yet until he get online co-op. And when he do, he gonna be on that Twitch stream playing that shit.
Hey, yo, listen.
Good.
Rich, I'm not gonna pay the bills. Get Rich. Yeah.
So man, why would they put Battletoads
like that? Like I'm talking bullshit.
Why would they put Battletoads on
I know what that talk mean, nigga. Go ahead, Versatile. Get this thing out.
So why would they put Battletoads like that Battletoad character like that on that game?
Because you couldn't put him in there cartoony, bro.
You
It didn't work with the
You have
graphics,
to,
bro.
you got to stay within the. You have to create the character within the context of the game.
They didn't even have to use that character.
One at a time.
The reason they put that character out there is because they knew they was gonna have a game coming later. That's how people got their expectations high. That's why because they thought it was going to
look. A lot of you
any
niggas
character out there.
How many of you niggas on the panel played the original Battletoads?
Yo,
I played it. That was the first game I bought.
I did.
All right, hold on.
I played the original. I played the original.
All right, hold on. I gotta pay the bills, man. Hold on.
Stream the original Battletoads.
I gotta pay the bills.
Hold on. Battletoads is how Xbox closed the gen. It's just sad. I agree with you. That shit is trash. That and fucking what's the other one? Honey, I Shrunk the Fuck Niggas. Trash. They didn't have a AAA. My man Victor Allison said they didn't have a AAA studio for it. Okay. J Jump is the shill. Z, get this J Scrub fast talking black hillbilly cousin out of here. There's only one room for one dumb Sony and being in his soul balls. I got everybody right. But okay, okay. Here's the thing.
I disagree with you, Post, that the original Battletoads wasn't a AAA game. Hold on, listen.
Notes and shut the fuck up.
Let me say this.
Right. It was a AAA game.
Hold on. Let me say this. The reason why I said it, I said, why would they put Battletoads on Killer Instinct, and when you put Battletoads on Killer Instinct, the character look good, right? So they gonna think, well, I'm looking at this, I'm like, man, they must gonna make it look similar to like this when the new Battletoads come out. That's
but that's what you get for assuming, though.
Why shouldn't he though?
Why get put it for assuming?
All right, how about this? All right, we can put the baby Yeah.
Didn't they say Battletoads gonna have a new look to it too?
Yeah. All right, you said.
So it looks like the original. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Art style.
Make it look different, like a different art style.
It's completely a different art style from the original.
But that's what I'm saying. When they put it in Killer Instinct, people probably think, well, this the marketing. They gonna market. This how they gonna look on.
Okay, how about this? How about this? You motherfucking bots is bugging fuck out.
They said new art style though.
How about this? How about this? Right? Why put out a goddamn game? Right? On how you say the world's most powerful goddamn console? Right? Why develop a game that doesn't take advantage of your console's hardware? That's the look at Ori, right? That's AAA. That looks, and again, this is your own in-house shit. Looks better graphically than Battletoads, right? It's no like I don't understand you developing a game, right? Real talk. That doesn't even take advantage of your hardware. So that fuck anything else, and again, you are.
So do we want everything to look like? We
want something though. We want something.
Okay, you said what do we want? What are you asking me?
My money's worth, sir.
What are you asking me? What are you asking me?
What I'm saying is okay. So can a game be good without having realistic art style? Can it be good?
Okay. Okay.
No. Listen. Follow me. Don't go off on another tangent.
Okay.
Just follow my line of questioning.
Great.
No. Stop. Clips. Stop.
No, let him. He about to. Yeah.
No. I'm just asking. Follow my line of questioning.
Here you go.
In your perception, can a game with a if it doesn't have a realistic art style, can it be a good game? That's I'm just.
Absolutely.
Okay, so absolutely. So basically what you're saying is that this game could have been a AAA, right? Meaning they could have gave it a AAA budget. Is that what we're talking about?
Or AA.
So or AA. I agree. They could have.
Okay.
They chose not to, right? So, but does that make, because it did not meet those qualifications per what you are saying, does that mean that it's not a good game?
Yeah. You know why?
Okay.
It's a cheap game. You're releasing stuff for first party, right? And last time I'm checking, Microsoft first party offering has been dog shit, right?
Okay.
If you talk about art style, because you niggas like to how you say buck dance or deal with semantics, and how you say one boss, you should ask for more mocap. No, listen here. You look at what's that Ratchet and Clank? That's a cartoony art style, but motherfucker look good, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah. I mean, it looks good. Yeah.
Say it with your chest. Am I right or wrong? Right?
No, I'm saying you look. No, because one is a side scroller and one is.
I don't get. Okay, not a problem. So your issue is it being a side scroller. So do me a favor, and somebody got an echo too. I don't know who somebody got the shit coming back. So is Ori a side scroller?
Yeah, Ori's definitely a side scroller.
So compare the graphics of Ori.
No. It's a side scroller, but it's a platformer. That's the difference.
Nigga.
Is that game's on a platform.
What about a Rayman?
Hey, bro.
Rayman's is beautiful. Great game. Beautiful platform. Yeah.
What? Ori the same thing, ain't it?
Bro, hey, bro, hold on. I gotta put this.
Because Battletoads is a beat 'em up. That's considered a beat 'em up. That ain't considered a platform.
All right. Listen, one other thing, right? So it's not the art style, right? What is Microsoft known for? What's being what?
Shooter, shit.
No,
you mean the most powerful console?
Not even that. Okay, you got the most powerful console, right? It doesn't bother you that they're releasing games that don't even take advantage of their hardware. Secondly, where's the online? That's some Nintendo Mario Party shit, right? No online, couch co-op.
Stupid. That's dumb as fuck. I agree.
So why are we defending this? What are we doing here?
Dumb as hell.
Why are we doing? No, it sounds like you are.
I said from the top of the conversation, if the bitch won the Game Pass, I wasn't gonna buy it. You know what I mean?
So you just arguing for the sake of arguing?
No, I'm asking you questions because I'm trying to figure out where your head is as far as
where my head is. No, nigga, you're the one sound like you need to shrink.
No, because I know you, Z. I enjoy Nintendo Switch shit. You don't. So from my standpoint, I would love to see motherfuckers. Now, if this game was on Nintendo Switch, I probably would buy it, but I'm not buying it on my fucking Xbox.
Can I ask this question real quick?
Yeah.
Now, with what Gray said, if it was not on Game Pass, so Game Pass wasn't a thing. Would Microsoft actually release this game? Like, I'm worried because it makes
probably not.
Probably
not. No, probably not.
Now it makes me wonder with Game Pass, like the fact that they released it and just throw it in the Game Pass makes me sit back and feel like, yo, are they gonna just do shit like this and be like, well, we got
Yes, that's what Game Pass is
This
for.
what they gonna do. This what they gonna do. They're gonna take half quality games and put it on there. Well, since you're paying $15, you paying what you get. You're not getting no. That's why they say what's that game? Cyberpunk. Is Cyberpunk gonna be on there day one?
Hold on, no. Well, no. Phil just said he did an interview where he said he's making deals right now to get AAA multiplats in fucking games.
Let me pick this bill right here. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. All right, because this is crazy. Oh my god. There you go. Okay, here we go. Right here we go. I got you, baby. I got you. My man Drug, I'm shout out to you. He said Bot's favorite phrase this gen is the art style. You're not lying about that. My man Stir Crazy. The expectations came from the world's most powerful console, right? Stop hyping up power and then making excuses for games not using that power. That's an oxymoron. My man Hollow 17. The Xbox template, you ain't lying about that, is that Battletoads dog shit. Next topic, please. I'm with you. My man Corey Tidwell. If Microsoft was to put $100 million in the Battletoads, that would be the stupidest decision in the gaming. Great graphics doesn't make a good game. Hello, Death Stranding. Most powerful console, but games don't look like it. Stir Crazy Captain Frill. Battletoads is not a next generation game. But it's not about it not being a next generation game. It doesn't. That Battletoads can run on the 360 or probably the OG Xbox. Is one of the issues.
That shit can run on the Nintendo Switch.
And my man, Ricky Brown says Z wants all games to look like The Last of Us 2. I enjoy, of course. I like. Listen, I'm a raised shallow man. I would take Beauty before Brains. I'd take Beauty before Brains. But it's not just the art style because it being cartoony. Because I gave you an example in Ratchet and Clank. You know, that's not how you say a realistic game, like graphically, but it looks good like a Pixar movie, right? What's wrong with wanting games to take advantage of whoever's preferred platform hardware?
Hey Z, I know exactly. Listen,
what's wrong with
exactly what you're talking about, bro? Because if you toting that you got 12, 13 teraflops of power.
But that game ain't for the Series X though, bro. That's
my God!
Let him finish.
Grid.
Go ahead, bro.
You got the world most powerful console. Then you say you coming out with 15 games. 3 of those games are games that look realistic. It's only 3 of them. The rest are kiddie games. That's what we dealing with. That's the shit that we dealing with. And people like, man, what the fuck? Then why the fuck is you yelling this shit and you ain't showing us nothing? The only thing we seen was that Hellblade shit, and we really ain't seen gameplay off of that. The only thing we saying is, man, stop talking about the power and you not showing us what the power is looking like. We have yet to see. These consoles are coming out in 2 months, and we still ain't seen what this thing really can do. We still haven't seen it.
Let me pay the bills. Hold on, I got 2 more bills here. Max is X Crazy Captain for real. Battletoads is not a next generation game. McNeil J. Chris said, Grid, I heard you did the dead work in C double plus for Battletoads. Laughing my ass off, right? Ricky Brown said, what game this generation showed the Xbox One X powers? Gears 5 was the only game that really, outside of Forza Horizon 4, in my opinion, that really showcased what the One X could do. But Gears 5 is definitely one of them. You can't trap power when you have the better multiplats. All right. Stir Crazy. Max City, y'all was calling for 16 flopped Xbox One and the world's most powerful console. The One X was the world's most powerful console. Here's the issue, right? In real talk, when I get the multiplat talk, and listen, not to be a hypocrite, I think we all play more multiplats than exclusive. You get multiplats every goddamn Tuesday. Get exclusive once every 4 months. I get that, right? But it comes to the issue when you have a console taking the PS5, right? Who's less powerful, right, than the Xbox Series X, but their first-party offerings, thus far, look better graphically. So you put you in a thing where Sony can do more with less. The same thing with the 4 is greater than 6. You in a main poster I did a show yesterday. We talked about the hot. Just we can get into that right now about the price wars, and the Series X, according to that they what they show according to pricing. I think it was $180 thing just for the chip alone. Whatever. So we won't be surprised if it's more than $5, given all what that console can do and what it was detailed, right? Now, for the enthusiasts and guys, they're gonna buy it, right? But the thing is, again, right, and they're putting themselves in this position. You got the world's most powerful console again, but don't none of your games showcase this. That's the one way I can put it plain and simple, right? When Sony's coming out of the gate, right, they got with Spider-Man, right, and games will look better down the line. Don't get me wrong with that. They got Spider-Man, right? But Spider-Man, I did a video on it today, talking about it would be ray tracing and stuff like that in the game. Like from your own first party offering, right? You knew back in 2017 or whatever the hell, you already started working on what do you call it, goddamn game on the Series X. When you start to what's coming out in 2020, you should have had something ready there. Well, what did Microsoft try to do? They try to pull No Gamer Left Behind, right? And I don't know if you've been watching my dog shit channel for this long. I said that was a huge mistake. And then motherfuckers on this panel here started arguing me down, even like about scaling. It's only but so much you can goddamn scale when your biggest competitor is developing games from the ground up to take advantage of what everything was in that box. And you're still talking about making shit work and fit on 2013 hardware. So I'm just finish last thing. So what did Microsoft do now, right? Quietly. What was that goddamn game? This Flight Simulator motherfuckers are raving about? Came out quietly, said, no, this is not coming up to the Xbox One. Because they can't run it. Listen. We have to be fucking honest. So if you want things to get better, real shit, you got to get the biggest knife and joke, cut the bullshit out, and stop capping for shit you ain't got the cap for. And listen, dude, the ponies do a lot of goddamn moving. Absolutely, it comes from both sides. But one thing's like would be plain and goddamn simple. You're putting yourself already behind the 8 ball. You check it out, especially if the console is more powerful, right? Just say if it is $600, right? And I wouldn't be surprised. And no, I'm not complaining. Showing what it can do with all the audio shit. I'm a tech guy. I like shit like that, right? But you're gonna get stomped out again, especially with Sony. You know what I mean? If they're 5, but their games again look better graphically, exclusive wise, right? And when we might not see a first party exclusive from you for the next 2 to 3 years. So you didn't understand that? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
There's another thing too. A lot of developers see when they make a game, they gotta make it as strong as the weakest.
They
that's
basically what he's saying, Reg.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not. Multiplats. Listen. Here's the thing. They're not gonna go out of their way, but you know what I mean, to showcase. But if things can run higher, they're gonna run higher. Things will have more ray tracing. They're gonna have it. I mean. It is with the same thing with what Call of Duty goes. And Microsoft had the marketing deal.
What are we talking about now?
Had the marketing deal for Call of Duty. That bitch was 720p on the box and 1080p on the goddamn. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but again, but what I'm saying is this is what I'm saying, Rich. No one would take advantage of your hardware like you do.
Yeah. True.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean? So, like I said in the video I did yesterday with Post, I don't know why Microsoft is too big of a goddamn company, right? They're fucking, what do you call that word? Not a behemoth, conglomerate, right? And to be the goddamn hobo of gaming, it's like, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? To continue to put yourself in that predicament, I don't understand it because I'm saying the last thing, not to get too long with it. You knew your console was coming out in 2020. Right? You try to wag the bitches on saying, no console left behind. And listen, and the reason why I was so adamant against that before I spoke to someone, I knew that shit doesn't work. There's only but so much scaling you can do. Now, how I knew that, I'm going to say one thing about me, great, before like I said, I just don't come out and make blanket statements. That's never been my claim to fame. Everyone can have their opinion, right? So when I say shit like that, I'm talking to somebody from over. There's only but so much you can scale, right? So what, like I said, we can't wait till we get this. We can't wait till Flight Simulator, right? I ain't got it. I can still play the games on X. What did they say yesterday? It will not be coming to the Xbox One. Why? Because it can't fucking run it.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, so
make it count.
Give me your criteria of what Xbox needs to do, right? With the Series X, from a game standpoint, what do they need to do in development, making a game? What do they need to do in order to meet that criteria of making it showing us the power and giving us a great game that plays well? Because we know just because graphics look good don't mean it's a great game. We know that. Death Stranding, right? We know that. So what is the criteria for you in order for you to be satisfied with the mantra of the most powerful console?
Well, before I answer that question, I got a few
They
buildings.
need to hire everybody at Sony.
Hey, Corey Timber said, at Ricky Brown, he said, at Ricky Brown, Gears 5, Forza Red Dead Redemption 2. Hold on one second. I got some more here. Max in Entertainment, Big Money, a real fanboy. Y'all make me sick. We are not in next generation yet, and we're comparing these old games running on next generation hardware. Did I miss someone before him? Story crazy. Let me see. Max City, y'all was calling 16 flop the Xbox One the world's most powerful console. I got that one. Yeah, okay. And leave some call. Hold on, I got one more. They said games on PS5 games on the PS5 3+ years will look way better than Xbox Series X games will not shine till they're 100% chop up old gen. Xbox is dog shit. Basically saying that their games are gonna look better until Microsoft stuff, I guess, cross-gen development. You know what I mean? So yes.
You know what?
Yes.
The biggest failure to me, and I know Post probably say something about this, but the biggest failure to me, like the Xbox One X, what did they even spend that money for on that box for? They didn't even have to do that. They did not have to spend that money on that thing, bro.
Yes, it was.
They did not have to spend that money on that console, bro. They discontinued it. And the main reason they bought it out there.
I know, Z. I can see your face now, Z. I know.
Hey, big money.
And the main
I need
reason
this
they bought
audio.
that out there.
Come
Come on, the main reason they bought that console out there, bro, is because they was worried about the power thing. When they bought that out, they didn't not one game. To me, I know Z say that Gears 5 was brought out the power for the 6.
In the Forza.
But that system, it didn't have no games out there that showed the power of that 6. It did.
Big money.
Big money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you one thing. The Xbox One X was greenlit in 2012. That's even before the Xbox One.
I don't care when it was lit.
Hold on. Damn. Hold on.
Oh.
I gotta go. I'm having family issues right
now. All right, but basically what he's saying. Okay.
Even though it was greenlit, whenever it was greenlit, it still didn't show the power of the box. It didn't.
How did it not? With Red Dead Redemption, and with Red Dead Redemption played better on that than they played on anything else. How did it not?
Time out. You let a third party finally show the power? Do you know how embarrassing that is? Stop. You just said it out your mouth. Did you not just see Red Dead Redemption?
You niggas love to attack information instead of listening to what somebody says.
No, we heard exactly what you goddamn said. Here you go crying. Here you go crying.
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead and talk.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta get this bill. What's crazy is Z was saying this, and Oxtail King said, nope, you can upscale everything. That he went to the backwoods to research, still hasn't beaten the game this year. Kick this fuck nigga off to that room, send him home. You're supposed to go on anyway right now, right? And yeah.
I said, Z, remember that I came in the thing, I said Halo Infinite is gonna run terrible. You know why? Because you're trying to do it on the old thing. Here, post come. Well, they're trying to make the game for all these different things. Beat the power down. You said that. I said. Remember I came in.
Yeah, but that's like but that's I mean, at the end of the day, right? And I understand. Even the name Halo Infinite, and this is something I also said that they would have to do for them. You know, Halo Infinite be the last, and they keep adding content to it, right? Which is or whatever, right? Right, but you know what I mean, if we're still talking about even making Halo, right, to run it on, I don't know, I think the Scooter Course came released in 2010, 2011, it's 2020 right now, you know what I mean? Do you know how much technology has moved forward? You think about the 2080 Ti has already been maxed out, it's already 2 years old, and you have things to surpass that, you know what I mean? So, if we're just talking about on the console level of things, right? Your biggest competitor right now, to answer your question, Big Money, They had to. Sony and Microsoft were doing mid-gen refreshes anyway. That was going to happen, right? They're not new gens. They're just made to have what you run a little prettier, a little shinier, right? Same thing with the PS4 Pro, and compared to the Slim. HDR was a new thing. It ushered in HDR and, slightly better frame rates or whatever. That goes both ways. So that was going to happen regardless, because both consoles were so anemic when they came out. You know what I mean? Yes.
What took more advantage? Did the PS4 Pro take more advantage, or did the Xbox One X more advantage?
What? Hey, no. I'm gonna answer your question.
Hey, hold on. To be honest, the One X did take advantage of a lot of their games, though. Like, they really did.
You talking about? Listen, he talking about games that made strictly for that, like first party.
Okay.
I ain't talking about
Gear 5. That's only one.
All right.
Gear 5 was the only one.
All right.
What are you trying to say? There was no game strictly made for the Pro.
Yeah.
The last time I checked, Last of Us 2.
It took advantage of the game, though. It took advantage of the first party game. It did not. What?
So I never, bro. I said
the way you say that, bro. The way you were saying that PS4 games would take PS4 Pro took advantage of the PS4 games. Gears 5, basically Xbox One X took advantage of Gears 5. It did the same thing, bro.
Yeah, Sony had better games.
That's what I'm saying.
We said more. We counted that game.
No,
I'm like,
we counted that game. We said what other game other than Gears 5.
Halo 5 did the exact same thing. They did a patch update for Halo 5. It's the same thing. Forza does the exact same thing. Come on, like,
bro. I hate to break it to y'all, but the Pro and the X1 X were money grabs, and y'all fell for it. Well, we all fell for it because I got them too. So at the end of the day, like, what are you bragging about? They both do 30 frames per second. What's the difference?
Oh, let me pay this bill right quick. Hold on, get away from me.
You just happen to buy another layer on that PlayStation, and you just happen to buy
we got a little bit more
slimmer box.
A
slimmer box.
All right, hold on, we can pay this bill. My man, right around. So if the Sony confident about their next gen games, why their first party commercial they show us about 3D audio and the controller features? I haven't even seen it yet, but okay. He said, I think he is saying that Xbox devs are not as talented. Somebody said that big pocket change. You stupid. Oh my God. We got one more here. Middle finger from Z asking for quality from Microsoft, and y'all doing mental gymnastics. Soft shoot. This is a cult at this point, and it's just disgusting. Come on, bros. But to answer your question, Big Money, Sony just made better looking games. Not that they were made for the Pro they just made. If you look at Microsoft offerings, exclusive wise, you can't compare the two. You know what I mean? But I'm just being, and that's their fault. But you know what I mean? And like I said, the Pro, all they were just made to make things a little shinier, a little prettier, and we got the HDR. That shit goes both ways. But Sony games will look better regardless because they make better looking goddamn games this generation. You know what I mean? And that's just a fact. You know what I mean?
VR, we forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. In the Pro,
look at the price range, man. Look what the price range was. Like the thing came out at it was just a big. Me personally, I'm saying me. I just think it was a big waste of money, bro. It was a big. Then they discontinued. The motherfucker was out 3 years.
All right, but here's Big Money.
Big Money. Do you think the PS4 Pro was a waste of time? I mean, it goes both ways.
PS4 Pro came out first.
Yeah.
All right,
it didn't cost them $600.
Xbox X ain't cost $600 either. Make money.
What you talking about? Project Scorpio edition. That shit was $500.
$500.
All right, but here's the thing, Big Money. The reason why they're discontinued it or they're not selling it anymore is because they're coming up with the Xbox Series X, which is cheaper and a much more powerful console than the Xbox One X. The Xbox One X is very old, and the PS4 or it's dated hardware. Very old. We're talking about maybe 2010 tech. So why would they continue to sell the Xbox One X? The games, it's not like games are not coming out for it for those who still just got it. But you have the Series S that's releasing. And, I'm just being honest. I'm not damaged. This is goddamn true. Which is cheaper and it's more powerful than the X. The X still has those we're talking about Zen 2 processors. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why they're doing away with the box.
Back off what you said, Z. Also, if you're this type of person, I'm not this kind of person, but if you're a person that like to trade in your consoles to upgrade to the next one, I mean, I'm sure GameStop or Best Buy, whoever, gonna do some deals where, hey, if you trade in your One X, you'll get.
No, they're not. They ain't taking that. They ain't taking that.
Hold on, let me pay this bill right quick. My man, the PS4 Pro needed it for VR. Their standard was going to Mars trying to run VR.
Exactly. See.
I don't know if they not trade. I don't know. I don't trade shit in, but I don't know if they are. If they,
I mean, I'm just saying for if you're that type of person, I keep all my consoles, but I'm just picking. You know, there's some people.
Nah, I don't think Best Buy GameStop doing that.
Yeah, they ain't taking it. They discontinue it. They ain't taking it. But this ain't like PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah.
You stop taking it.
You can't take that shit in there.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, y'all, is that compared to the X, the Pro had way more use than the X had, bro. It had way more use. The VR,
How do you know that?
the VR. First of all, the VR.
Man, you out there tripping.
I wasn't fucking with VR. The only time I would use VR just for the horror games, you know.
Hey, make money. Come on, make money. Come on. Let's stop while you were here, man. You about to get like Red, them character model with that Pay the Bell pie. You about to drop it. You about to drop it.
LZ.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yo, so tell me if this is what your point you're making. Xbox knew about this new Series X coming out 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, 3-4 years ago. Actually, probably before then. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, 10-4. So why did they make Battletoads as they did instead of moving to the new generation? So
I didn't have a problem with Battletoads coming out. My thing is it didn't take advantage of what they have now. Okay. Oh, standard. My thing is that you're launching a new console, powerful again, right? Very powerful, capable console, right? And you don't have any first party offerings, anything that's showcase what your console can do. So you start.
Battletoads did it right. Battletoads could have did this right.
No, hell no.
No. My thing is,
ain't got nothing to do with it. Listen, remove Battletoads from the situation. Take that. No, I'm talking about something else. You know what I mean? Like Sony's releasing with Miles Morales or whatever the hell they coming out with. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying, and it's going to be at least 2 years before we see their first party offerings. So you know what I mean? Even the games like Medium or Scorn, you know what times ago, those are not really AAA games. Just being honest. You know what I mean? They're cool, but they're not AAA games. You know what I mean? There's a disconnect. I'm not saying what you prefer more, what you're going to play more. I'm not saying they're bad games. I'm talking about from you, out of your own house. Fuck anything else. Out of your own house. You knew that you were coming. You know what I mean? Now. And they were banking. The problem is they were banking on Halo and no gamer left behind. Then they got that backlash. This shit look like, you know what I mean?
They got some bad with that one.
Why do you think you do that, though? Why do you think that they sit there and do this every generation? Because, you know, for the PS3 and 360 standpoint, they were still supporting the PS3 and the 360 on Call of Duty all the way to like Black Ops 3. You know what I'm saying? So why do you think they do that?
That's what that. Oh yeah, that's third party. They have no control. Actually, that's the first time that really happened. Like, you know what I mean, with third party.
My thing is, why they marketing Battletoads like a triple E?
I don't know. Bro.
You see what I'm saying? They put a lot of time in that. You don't see Sony like marketing any like independent game like that.
I don't. And that's my thing. I don't, bro. Here's the thing. I don't give. If they could put that bitch in Times Square, that's not even an issue. The issue is where's the quality? They can still. You can cool if you like those separate games. Cool. My thing is again, where is the quality AAA game? I don't give a fuck about putting this shit on the John Letterman show. I don't give a fuck. Best believe Sony gonna have bug snacks wrapped around whatever. They're already touting this shit. They first party. You know, Yoshi was a project. There it is. Heart. That's just the game. But here's the thing. They have shit to go along with it. You know what I mean? Like, you have shovelware on both of these motherfuckers.
But like you were saying before, I think you said this a few times before, even on air and off air, that you said that these games do take a while to make. Now, Microsoft are making some games, you know, they are coming out.
Absolutely.
Bro, no. They've been singing that song for so long, bro. They've been singing that same song.
Here's the thing. It's no song singing when it's actually happening. Hold on, Greg.
Because here's the thing. Hold on.
Mike, but your mic breaking up, post. Your post. You hop out, hop in. Your mic is fucked up.
Sony has established IPs, right?
and we like those established IPs. So Sony can come back and hit us with the God of War 2. They can hit us with all the fucking established IPs.
Okay.
Microsoft has not established any fucking IPs.
No.
So we got to get
Gears.
I mean, you got Gears.
Outside of that, that's the thing. Outside of that, is that. But hold on. But the thing is that Sony got 3 fucking IPs that they established this generation that they didn't have last generation. So let's not cap and coon like these motherfuckers was always there. So now y'all like them. So now y'all looking for part 2s of these motherfucking IPs. So the thing is that you got to give Microsoft a chance to establish some IPs.
Hello?
Now if they don't do it, they don't do it. But you
Motherfucker, they had 7 years to establish something, and look what the fucking got them.
Okay. Hold up. Let me pay the bills right quick.
There we go.
All right, Corey.
There we go.
It takes.
Here we
go. To get Last of Us 2. Games, man.
Check this out.
You niggas didn't know what Horizon Zero Dawn was.
Not a problem.
You niggas didn't know what fucking what's it that Days Gone before this. You niggas didn't know what none of them games was, but they were good games. So now in this generation we can get a part 2, and you niggas looking forward to it.
Okay.
So the thing is,
time out.
Some IP.
Grid. They had 7 chances to develop something for a damn first party, and look where it fucking got them.
Nowhere wanted to spend no money on it.
Hey, Grid,
Grid, would you
making excuses for him?
Hey, wait.
If you was a PlayStation fan going into the PlayStation 5 era, and Sony just now figured out that they need a studio, you wouldn't be pissed off?
Wait. Here's the issue. Because I'm trying my best to understand. Grid, like, what are you saying? I don't.
This is what I'm saying. Then what I'm saying is this: is that we love the PlayStation is a beloved system by everybody because they got fucking established great IPs.
Okay.
They got companies that make great fucking games, right? But they weren't always that way. They had to establish some IPs first. So now this generation has been for Sony has been one of the greatest. I ain't gonna say it was theirs because PlayStation 2 was a great generation. This was another great generation. But again, those IPs that they established in PlayStation 2 era are multi-plats now. So the thing is that they've established some great IPs in this generation. So now we know that the PlayStation 5 is a no-brainer because we're going to get part 2s, part 3s of those generations. Xbox don't have none of those yet.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that are we going to give them an opportunity to establish some fucking
before
IPs?
you go, wait, hold up. Wait, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Before you go, Matt, I want to show you something, right? You say they didn't have any what's it, my profile?
They had way more than 7.
All right. Listen. Listen. So okay, here's the thing, right? Grid. This one's capping. They couldn't have went too far. I don't know if you can see my screen, but that motherfucker takes 17 years, right? No one questioned Microsoft not having games coming into this generation, right? It's a no-brainer, right? So, and you know what Sony does when they say they own first parties as far as they go out there and do second and third party deals.
Well, Xbox did that too, though. In the 360.
We're talking about now.
Okay. Yeah. They didn't do it now.
Why?
You're right. They didn't do it this generation.
Okay.
They were stupid for it.
So here's the thing again. They didn't just realize what I'm saying. They didn't just realize they were releasing the console in 2020. They knew that years ago.
Exactly. Years.
They set them
years ago.
Pause.
Yeah. So I don't see why or how we defending that.
Okay, so do you think that Microsoft, because from somebody in the panel has said when we was off air, I don't know who said it, but they said Phil Spencer said they're not part of this console war thing. So do you think in the Xbox side, okay, they just want to do their own thing. They just selling the Game Pass. That's all they care about. So you think?
No.
Nah, because they spending money on fucking IPs.
That's
no. And they spending money, so no.
Okay, they bought these studios, but still half these studios haven't came out with much.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of at this again. So so boom. So you saying no? You saying they spend all this money?
Well, you asked me that. A console war, right? Listen, first of all, there will always be a console. No one spends billions of dollars not to sell shit. That's the stupidest thing in the world, right? So that's just cat behind the scenes. Whoever said there was no one's invested
competition, no matter what he says.
Yeah, listen,
he's talking out of his ass.
Yeah, but no one invests billions of fucking dollars to not for it to be successful, right? So you know, and I don't even buy the notion I'm putting out shit games for Game Pass, but for Game Pass to be successful, it has to keep quality goddamn solid.
Good games,
So I don't even go with that. My question is, and what I'm saying, I don't understand why people even defending this. They knew years ago that they were coming out 2020, right? These are billion or getting a trillion. They don't make knee-jerk reactions, right? So a lot of people try to motherfuckers damage control shit that you don't have to damage control. Like with DM or Microsoft and Phil had to fix the resolution. Well, their console was green-lighted. The X under fucking Donnie D had nothing to do with Phil. You know what I mean? How do I know this? Because I spoke to someone over there. Like, what the fuck are these people talking about? They don't make knee-jerk reactions, all right? So I say that to say this, right? So you knew you were coming out 2020. You hedged your bets on saying no console left behind for a little while. We'll give them Halo and make that crossing, right? But like I told motherfuckers about a year and a half ago, when did they announce the Series X in 2018 or 2018?
It was 2018.
I told motherfuckers then.
End of 2018.
That's no good. It's not good for gaming and all this other shit. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that the PS4 won't have some cross-gen game because you do. You got Kena, you got this stuff. We're talking about for you though, right? So your own first party and you sold the game, right? I understand it's a cross-gen game, but you got the world's most powerful goddamn console, and you got games on older hardware that look better graphically. So what did it do? Oh shit, they panicked as they should, right? And now and quietly behind, they start really slow. This is not coming. Because you had, for those that wanted Age of Empire or what's some other goddamn game? No, not Scalebound. Flight Simulator and all that shit. I'll keep my X. No, because they can't run on it. That's what I'm saying. Like motherfuckers, like we got to get the biggest knife in the drawer sometimes and cut the bullshit out, and we don't have to cap everything. And just be honest. If you want things to be better or to get better, you have to be fucking honest.
Now, for the Xbox One X, right? You know how that was labeled the world's most powerful.
Yes, sir.
So do you think the One X was really just for like a third-party machine? Since Microsoft didn't have the first party at the time, that it was just good for, you can make great games.
No. What happened was, because here's the thing. They were going to just listen, at the start of the generation, the Xbox had games, whether you like them or not, right? And that console was great. They listen, once one console hits the market, the 13, they're already starting to work on the Xbox One X, right? It was already coming, right? For whatever reason, I don't know, because a lot of games was canceled. You know what I mean? Bethesda was making a game exclusive. Scalebound hit a few games. Why? I don't fucking know. They say that Terry might listen. Listen. I'm not into making excuses for $1 trillion goddamn company. This is not. I can see if the X or Xbox One was their first iteration into the console. This is their third time to the dance. Like I'm telling, just being honest, no one questioned them about having games before. This has never came up, whether they had studios or not.
You know how you just said like games that they had some exclusive Bethesda games and stuff that was coming. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, they had a few games that was canceled.
Let's just
Obsidian.
say,
It was Obsidian. I'm sorry, Obsidian. Yeah, the exclusive Obsidian.
So let's just say these games were coming for the One X, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so boom. If these games were coming, do you think Microsoft or they stopped it because they felt like, oh shit, if we just developed for this One X, that would make it seem like this is a next gen.
No. Not you were never going to get anything was developed for the One X or the PS4 Pro. I'm just talking about games, period.
Right. Because I heard like a lot of games they just couldn't get them to run right on the regular Xbox One because it was so weak. It was.
I mean, but listen, listen. The X.
It was that power. I think it was that power narrative. It was killing them, bro. That power narrative.
No. I mean, that was.
I'm just talking about when the box is first, not the X or the Pro.
I'm gonna give you an example, right? You know why that's bullshit? Listen, you know why it's gonna be bullshit, right? Right? To be honest, right? Because ain't no Sony gonna be talking about power, dude. When your shit ain't native 4K 60, you gonna be talking about how good your exclusive is, right? That bullshit go both ways. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever one console has fan base has over the other, they wag they face nah. That shit go both goddamn ways. You know what I mean? For those who say that power, like listen, of course power is important. You know what I mean? And Microsoft fucked up. They gipped on their specs a little bit to include a peripheral. The Kinect that they really didn't fucking support. You know what I mean? But they made a big deal about the resolution. Resolution doesn't give you better graphics. It gives you a sharper image. It's down to like the textures and shit like that. But resolution doesn't give you better graphics. You know what I mean? I've been saying that shit forever. But again, you know, you got the digital foundries and this, that, and the other. You know, it is what it is, right? Sony, to prove my point, Sony came out there and showed you goddamn, what's that, the Unreal Engine 5? A fucking tech demo. That bitch was 1440p, 30 frames a goddamn second with no ray tracing. Motherfuckers lost their goddamn mind, right?
See, think about this. Imagine if Microsoft let Bungie make Destiny. Where will Microsoft be at right now?
That's a good point. Something also brought up.
Hey, Z, can I let me say something?
Yeah.
Right. To when Gray was talking about how you know, Microsoft didn't have anything, because I was just wondering about the fact that, you know, Sony still went and got Bloodborne, right, and still did what's that game, Days Gone and shit like that. Even though we were still in the PS4 era, they gave games. The point is to have your studios that you already have to make something different, and they never did that. That became their biggest problem. They wanted to stick to the Forza, Gears, and Halo. You had fucking Gorilla, who did Killzone, gave you like Horizon Zero Dawn. That's like, I'd be sitting there like, yo, you got like fucking team like Halo team. They could make something different. You got a big ass studio, like big ass.
Hey,
like,
but see, man, that goes back again to that old myth that people used to say. A lot of times that Microsoft did try to step outside the box with the 360. They tried this. They tried it with Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive.
People didn't buy it. It was a great game. It was a great game, and people didn't buy it. It was a great game.
Nobody bought it.
Now, if that game had been on, the PlayStation, that game would have sold millions.
Right. That's what
Hey, bro, you know what? When that game came out, that was a PlayStation game.
Quantum Break would have sold millions if it was on the PlayStation.
Terrible. Games for the first 2-3 years. Xbox had Quantum Break. They had Sunset Overdrive, Rise of the Dawn, Forza 5. The problem is a lot of these Xbox dudes that were bragging at that time, oh, your PS4 ain't got no games.
No, it's not that. I'm gonna answer your question for you. You know why? You gotta look at the install base, bro. Here's the difference, right? Or whatever, right? You put out a game, and what that gives Sony credit for, right? Because the Uncharted wasn't a success that is today. They kept going back and investing into the IP. Look at your install base within the first year. You can't expect a game that releases within the first year to sell 10 million goddamn copies. You got 100 million PlayStation 4s, and only 10 million motherfuckers bought God of War. That's what included being in bundle. We have to, like I said, we have to be honest with far as me. Let me just play this bill. My man, Drepping PSX3 said someone called him Big Pocket Change. I'm sure I got some more here. Hold on one second. Hold up. McNeil, he said, grid, that's capped. The PS3 started trash. Sony recovered at the end of the gym, which made the PS4 a runaway no-brainer. They did. They came out with God of War, The Last of Us 2, Help Me, what's that? Beyond Two Souls. That was in 2012. Crazy Horse, prior to the Xbox getting 11 new studios, Xbox only had 4 to 5 studios compared to Sony. Yeah, they had a little bit more there. They fired a bunch of studios, too. The motherfuckers that did Max Curse of the Brotherhood, they could let a couple motherfuckers go. Hold on. He said Xbox Path isn't its own anymore. It's Microsoft Path. Now they are not full of ARM. Microsoft and Game Pass is the end result, and it's going to have a lot of filler. I just hope we get at least 2 AAA games a year. Is that the last one? Okay. Now you said that you was going to say if we could go.
What happened to that game? I
got you, though.
The shooting game and make it roll. It was on 360. Something Zero, something
Perfect Dark Zero. I don't know. They're supposed to be coming back. I don't know. It was trash. It was trash.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna bring that game.
It was rumored. I don't know, but whatever the initiative.
I mean,
for its time.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, Greed, if you don't, like, at the end of the day, right? Regardless of who has trusted what IPs, this is your third. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, you know what I mean? That's not nothing. You know what I mean? So, and you are not in the depth. You have the resources to take care of what's needed. Why still, just because you buy studios, don't mean you stop doing the shit that you've been doing. People say, well, they got it. They had to buy it. Okay, but you don't stop doing. You don't. Does Sony stop doing second and third party deals because they got their own studios? No.
Who did Left 4 Dead? What company did that?
Capcom.
Valve.
Capcom. No, Left 4 Dead. No, Valve. I'm sorry, Valve. Yeah, Valve.
So why they?
No. Hold on. You talking about the original Left 4 Dead was Capcom?
No. You talking about
that? What Capcom?
No, Left 4 Dead is done by Valve. You talking about Dead Rising?
Dead Rising. You're right. I'm tripping. You're right. Dead Rising.
Why didn't? What happened to their relationship? That was a good series. I like that.
Well, the first one was did better than the second. The second one was done by a different developer. I don't know. That's the first one was unique.
They own their IP or?
No, probably not. But you know what I mean. But I'm sorry, Left 4 Dead 2 was done by somebody else. Wasn't done by the original people, but it didn't do as well as the first one. But yeah, that's all that I'm saying. But you know, that's at the end of the day. Is that what I'm saying, right? It's not just I'm just always just bashing Xbox, but what at the end of the day, in both sides though, we just have to be honest. If we want things to change and be better, we should have to make excuse or lower our expectations. That's the shit I don't understand. We should have to lower our expectations.
So again, back to my original question, Z. What, as far as your criteria, because it was never answered. As far as your criteria to get Xbox back to the point to where they are performing at a level that's acceptable.
Quality games. Quality games.
Okay. Period.
Plain and simple.
Okay. All right.
Nothing else. Okay. Ain't about policies. Ain't about what's behind quality goddamn games. That's all you need. This nigga, the show is over. Fuck nigga. Now you back 11 o'clock at night.
Show basically over.
Hold on, we forgot.
What are we doing here?
What's the third topic?
What the fuck is the PS5? Man?
Oh man, here's this nigga. Let me let my goddamn dog out, man. This nigga tripping.
It's coming, motherfucker.
My nigga. They still have that system behind control.
And they still ain't making Xbox great again.
It is the end of August, and we still haven't seen a physical PS5. And people out here talking about, hold on, and people,
the power of the Xbox.
But that, you know what? I ain't worried about
Hey,
that.
Bo, say go right quick. I got this dog at home.
We seen the Series X though. You guys out here talking about content and pre-orders on a system y'all ain't seen yet. What are we doing?
When
they gonna show it?
We expect greatness already though.
And I'm gonna keep asking this. I'm gonna keep asking this until Sony showed that system. I don't want to hear no more about that damn controller. I don't want to hear no more about marketing ads and shit. I don't have no. I want to see the motherfucking PS5, nigga. Physically, stop showing me a virtual PS5, nigga.
If they don't show us that motherfucker the next month or so, I'm gonna start.
Hey, you better start worrying. I don't know why people.
Y'all ain't gonna see me for a minute, bro.
Hey, big money. I don't know why these PlayStation fans out here so comfortable. It's we 2 months away from a launch. Y'all ain't seen the damn.
Right, you ain't seen it. Yeah, I will be there. Yeah. What's wrong? What's up with that?
Greg, get your ass out of here.
What's up with that?
Can you tell me why they so comfortable?
What's up with that? Hey, Post, what's up with that, nigga?
2 months away. Hey, Teddy, why they so comfortable? Why they so comfortable out here?
Hey, Post. I think that motherfucker overheating. I think it's overheating, bro. I think it's still overheating.
Look. The reason why they're comfortable is because they trust Sony. Sony has their trust.
They didn't put out 2 bonus patents already. Then they come late in the game with a liquid metal. It's they
right. They got a goddamn Terminator cooling they goddamn.
Look, I don't know why people not worried about this, bro. Let me tell you something. Y'all can clown.
Probably because they're playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Man, not worried about it because I'm buying the PS5. I have every right to worry about a system I'm going to buy. Stop asking me that, nigga. Stop asking me that, nigga. That shit shut down whatever goofy ass shit you was trying to pull on me, fuck, nigga. Let me tell you something. We gonna put it like this. Hey, Big Money, they can trash Xbox about its content. But in terms of Microsoft, that broke that console down in front of y'all. They done showed you the Series X dev kit. They may showed you old content running on that motherfucker. They showed They showed
the
it.
PS5 showed
But
the
guess
controller.
what? The narrative is Halo was canceled. That's
Phil
the
just
narrative
came
with
out.
Xbox
Look, we
right
don't
now.
want to. You won't give a fuck
don't-
about that right now.
It don't matter about
said-
showing the damn
hold on.
console.
Phil
That ain't
came
what
out
fucking
and said
fanboys talk about.
Retail version home already. Why the motherfucking PS5 at? Why they keep telling us about this damn controller?
PS5 gonna be delayed, nigga. It's gonna get delayed.
Why is they keep telling us about
I'm not
this
gonna lie to you,
controller?
Buck. If they don't show that motherfucker in a month and a half, Buck, y'all gonna be like, hey man, where Big Money at?
Hey, Big Money, they keep bringing out features about this controller. We didn't read about that motherfucking controller. We know what it's capable of doing. We can't even get a UI demonstration, man. What the fuck is going on?
The event is the next week. The event next week.
Some dude created a like a little demo.
Event next week, nigga. Calm down, nigga. Yeah, like you gonna buy it anyway, nigga.
Look, I'm getting the PS5 and the Series X.
You want it free?
I'm just saying, though.
You want it free?
I'm just saying, though.
Hey, Coach, you know what?
Look,
I think
Hey, the PS5 gonna be delayed. It's gonna be delayed to next year.
Red, you can do all the damage control you want. I'm being serious though. Fanboy shit aside, it is the end of August. We're about to go into September. We're about to be 2 months away from launch. We ain't got a price or seen the PS5.
Let me keep it a buck.
Oh man, I'm back.
Hold on.
And everybody want to clown me and hate and call me names because I'm answering that question.
Hey, Post, it's gonna be delayed. It's gonna be delayed till next year.
Again, let me keep it a buck.
They need to be asking the same question, Manhattan. Am I lying?
They should be.
No.
They should be.
Hold on, let Manhattan go.
Let me keep. Remember when we was talking about how, like, when you get that mind share, you feel like you got people's trust.
Right.
And if this was Microsoft, they would have gotten killed. But
Yeah.
guess what? You can't really blame Sony because Microsoft fucked up so bad that people just feel that they trust Sony that much.
True. That's true.
At the end of the day,
That's
it
true.
just comes down to people like, yo, Sony,
Manhattan.
that's a great generation. I don't blame them. They probably
Manhattan. Ain't no motherfucking amount of trust in the world, nigga. Fuck is you talking?
No,
Hold on. Let me tell you what. You know why? You know why? I don't care how much I trust Microsoft for investing in their ecosystem. If I haven't seen the Series X around this time, I'll be asking questions about Microsoft. I will be worried right now. I will be worried for Microsoft right now. And I know the ponies will be like, delay. The Series X is in trouble and everything. But we still haven't seen them. They didn't even show it on that motherfucker.
Do you say about Halo?
Hey, Post, if they do delay it, it's gonna be because of Corona. It's gonna be because of Corona, bro. That's how they gonna say.
Not like this, Big Money. Not like
Hey,
this.
look, this is fanboy shit aside. Fanboy shit aside. As a person who's gonna buy a PS5, I'm wondering why they keep hiding it behind that motherfucking control. They done showed you more shit on the controllers and articles and
lying,
shit than
bro.
showing the physical. When has they showed the physical hardware, bro?
You're buying it anyway. It's not that like you give a
But
shit.
when did they show the physical hardware?
Hey, Z, you got some
Post.
super chat.
Hey, Z, you not worried yet, Z?
I'm in.
Z, you not worried yet, Z?
Nah, not really.
You not worried? When you gonna get worried? Another month? If
They showed the Xbox in December. They showed the Xbox in December.
I think the most part, whatever they showed the games, so that's why people are not. If they haven't seen anything, so you know what I mean.
I'm talking about the hardware though. You not worried about the?
Yeah, we know
that. That bitch should be out in September. I mean November.
Manufacturing all the shit right now.
Yeah, they be out in November. Yeah,
I mean, but at the same time,
ain't nobody.
This year or next year?
Nah, come on, y'all tripping. Let me pay this bill right quick. My man, hold me pay this bill right quick. AP the shooter said, hold up, shit. Scroll down, get my boy AP the shooter. You got two. Hey, Post, when the show over, pull up that eyebrow, the Xbox eyebrow, the Phil's badge, and beg to put at least 3 AAAs in Game Pass and make sure they use all the power of it, nigga. And one more, Magnificent Black, ain't no pressure on Sony. They're the marketing genius. Xbox will they load early, fuck, nigga.
I'm so tired of that shit. That's y'all favorite answers to everything this gen. Whenever you question what Sony do, they're genius. The PS5 variable, Sony's a genius. The controller, Sony's a genius. Genius. Fuck that, nigga.
This crazy.
I give a fuck about a genius.
This motherfucker's having a whole meltdown.
Why do you the numbers that out? They're geniuses.
Take that frustration on Xbox, nigga.
What is going on?
He said marketing geniuses. Don't try to make it like he just called them
Let me
geniuses.
get my comedy out. Fuck, nigga. What are you saying?
Hey, Buck always do that shit, bro. He always do that.
Oh man.
Maybe start pointing out when you blow a joke.
But okay. Well, with that.
Shit, man.
Well, with that being said, we about to get the hell up out of here. Probably go to Twitch for a minute for a little while, play a little Rogue or something. I got
in today's show, the motherfucking PS5. I'm gonna keep asking.
I gotta download. What's that shit? Fall Guys. I gotta download that. I ain't seen. Yeah, I ain't played it.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Hey, it's a business. A business opportunity.
No, and you better not cut this motherfucker.
It's a business opportunity.
You've been trashing.
People got requesting me to play Fall Guys, bro.
The whole segment on Battletoads, and now you sitting there.
Yeah.
Fall Guys got a 10, fool.
Hey, listen.
Fall Guys got 8 million. Fall Guys got a 10. It got 8 million users just on PlayStation alone.
Hey yo,
chill out.
And they all girls. And they all
hey
girls,
yo,
nigga.
Hey, listen.
As a laminated hot dog, nigga.
Hey, yo, and they got you know what I mean? It got all line. They got.
Nigga walking around with tights and a jelly bean outfit on, trying to get past some obstacles.
You hop like a frog and eat flies.
Oh,
what are you talking about, man?
Hey, my man Alpha Jiggers that got laughs tonight. Good shows. I appreciate it, man. But this is the link right here to my new video. Let me know what you think about that. The slick editing and Spider-Man. Drop some more shit tomorrow. But yeah, I guess maybe do a little Rogue or something, man. If you enjoyed the show tonight, hit the like button, man. Shout out everybody that rocked that live.
Walking around as a juju bee trying to bump a Eminem off the map.
Hey, Post, you showing your age to the juju bee. You showing your age there, Post. You showing your age there. They don't know about those. That's old shit there.
They don't know nothing about juju beans, right?
You wanna walk around and show their tongue to other men.
Look, I bodied you in the early part of the show, nigga. Show me some respect. They don't say nothing else. These watching ass niggas. We got a watching room, G, along with a cold room for these watching ass niggas.
Hey, my boy that look at this show, right? He sent me a personal message, right? He said, fam, you know I fuck with you, but what the fuck was you talking about 10, 15 minutes ago?
Hey, yeah, you went out the window here first on that one, Big Money.
He said, what the fuck was you talking about?
I told you, dropped it like grid with the pay the bill pods, man. You had a spark when you started, and that shit went left. Yeah, hold on, shit, man. But ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed the show today, I might make another show tomorrow. Depends, man. I feel what I mean. You know what I mean? But yeah, enjoyed the show.
Hello, Steven, my boy. Yeah. Hello, my ass. Who this nigga up on that name? Steven, you have nails for breakfast. What's the matter? Why you so ornery? You miss me, huh? Oh, yes, sir.
Pardon me. Yeah. If you enjoyed the show today, hit the like button, man. As always, man. You know what I mean? They go to link. My new video. Check it out. Let me know what you think about the PS5 and the Spider-Man the ray tracing thing that the dev dropped. Appreciate it, man. I'll probably go live on Twitch. Yeah, probably so. If you don't have the Twitch channel, shout out to you guys that became members of the channel. Got some new perks and exclusive content for you guys only. I found how to separate it from the Twitch. Sorry, from the Patreon and members, because I can't do both, but I just dropped separate content both ways. But thank you all, man. I'm out of here. Yeah, you'll probably go to Twitch. I'm always on Twitch, man. This is where the shit really get to jumping. Hold up. I'll drop the link right now. Oh, let me see. Hungry as hell, though. But that nigga over there jam, somebody playing some music. But I ain't gonna lie, you got all type of shit going on Twitch, man. They got a link right here to the Twitch stream. There you go. I'm out here. Thank you for rocking out live.